So this is our 1960 Mercury half-ton. It's four-wheel drive, factory four-wheel drive. The first year that Ford came out with four-wheel drive in their trucks, and this is a Mercury, so it's, you know, only made in Canada. There's Mercury there. Originally, this truck was red and white. Most of them were red and white around here. Anyway, there's a sister to this truck, about 20 miles away. Anyway, it was red and white, and it originally had a 223 straight six. It still has a 3-speed column shift, like 3 on the tree, but somebody at some point has put a 312 Y block in here. And I'm a little too young to remember these engines, but everyone tells me it was a good engine. Let me get out of the shadow. Now this engine was rebuilt by a licensed mechanic, but that would have been in about 15 years ago at least. It hasn't really, it's probably only got 100 hours since then, but it's, you know, it's been sitting. It's got the side pipe, the right manifold exits into the left manifold, and then the exhaust exits through the left manifold, all the way through, and then down to the exhaust. It's got a Holley, I think it's a YF1 carburetor, but I could be wrong. It's not the glass full one. I've rebuilt that 3 or 4 times. I've had trouble with the float sticking, but since I fixed it the last time, it's been okay. This truck usually runs about every 6 or 7 or 8 months, and usually in the spring and in the fall. The tires are flat, but you know, they hold air, they just go flat over the winter. Okay, so we bought this in 1998, and my dad and I restored it when I was 20 then. And the bodywork has all been done. You know, it's got custom front bumper and bush guard. I didn't really get a good look at that. It's pretty solid. It's bolted right onto the frame. And on the back, the same thing. Custom tailgate. What else? It's got a straight pipe. There's no muffler. With a stack. And the body has all been done. In 1998 we did the body, but it's been sitting since then. It's not terrible, but it's not great anymore. You know, things sit and they rust a little bit. So this is where they were really, where it was really rusty. It's not great, but it's not as bad as it could be. Show you the interior. It's got the old gas tank behind the seat. So you make sure you throw your cigarette butts out the window. Fuel gauge, generator. Now originally this truck had a generator, but someone has switched it to an alternator, and it works fine. When I was younger, I did drive this truck. It hasn't been licensed since 2005, but I have driven this truck probably about 2,000 miles since we rebuilt it. Just locally for hunting and 4x4 and exploring. It doesn't have power steering, it doesn't have power brakes, it doesn't have power anything actually, but it's pretty cool. It's got the old 3-speed, so you get first, second, no wait a minute, first, second, and third. I should know that. It's been a while. And then it's got the 4-speed, come on, focus. It's got the 4-speed transfer case, which was the first year, 1960. So back in its day, this would have been a monster truck. It still is pretty big. You know, it's dirty in here. It's got some, it's been flies in here and moth eggs and stuff, but With a good cleaning, it would be okay. We'll just idle her down. I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds cool. Oh, it's too slow. Come on, baby. Nope.